Hi guys! It's Liliana the Magnificent and welcome back to my main city, Dukes of Honey. In this video, I am going to cover the 2021 Wildlife event. Now, the Wildlife event is the newest event to Forge of Empires. It is a completely different kind of setup, and I will disclaimer, I have not played it on beta. I have read the wiki, I have been watching other videos, and I'm hoping to kind of summarize the things that I've been learning and give you guys a couple of tips that I have. I really do enjoy puzzle games, so let's jump right in and let's go over to the 2021 Wildlife Event Wiki. Now, this event runs from July 13th to August 2nd. There are a couple of different currencies that are related to this event, so let's talk about them. First off, there are coins. Now, the coins you guys are going to generate from completing your quest line, from also looking for incidences within and around your city, so make sure you're looking for them, and then also from logging in each day. I will also disclaimer, if you do and are signed up for the Forge of Empires newsletter that comes via the email, there will also most likely be coins there too, so make sure to pick those up. There are also tickets. Now, these tickets are kind of like the soccer event tournament tickets, and they auto generate one every 8 hours. So, just like my same tip that I gave for the tournament tickets, make sure you are always using these tickets. Now, each ticket costs one to be able to play one of the puzzle games. So make sure you're playing the puzzles. Don't let those sit because you really want to make sure that you're getting as many tickets as you can. Now, tickets can also be generated around your city within within instances, and I think you also get some within. Nope, you do not get any from your quest line. So I know they said that you might be able to find some tickets within incidences around your city. So it's either that or they auto generate. So just make sure that you're playing the mini game as often as you can to keep those spawning, building, however you want to say it. Now, the daily special will always be shown here. However, they brought back once again the switch special option that you can use one time a day. So if it's a daily special that you don't like, I highly recommend that you click that switch special, and there's a whole nother pool, and I will link up above here all of the daily specials that I think are worth going after and that are potentially possible. So make sure to switch that if it's something you don't like. Then there's also this grand prize down here, and with the special event building for this event is the Mountain Reserve, and honestly, it looks really fantastic. So these are associated with little paws, and the paws are within the mini game. So let's jump in. Let's talk about the mini game, you guys. Do 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 do. All right, so here's a little picture of what this will look like when you select one ticket and use it to play a game. So it's almost like an arcade setup. Now, within here, at the start of each mini game, you will get 25 moves to be able to get as many paws as you can down into these little vacuum suckers is what I want to what I want to say that they're called, but they're really not. They're just like little drop holes. But the goal is to get the paws down here to the bottom spot or any chests. So you guys, if you make any chests, these also have to go down into the little vacuum holes to be able to be claimed. So even if go after and you select a chest and you actually don't end up getting it down, it's really no point that you ever wasted a move on creating that chest if you can't get it. So just be kind of mindful of that. Now, the chests are associated with the daily specials. So as we kind of look at this setup, to be able to delete or get rid of different tiles, you have to make matches. So here's a match of 2. You could get rid of that one. There's also a match of 3. You can delete that. There's matches of 4 that you can delete. Or if there's matches of 5 or more, so like here's 6, they create a chest. Now be mindful, depending upon the square that you do, a chest will be created on that square. So if you were to select this square, a chest would end up being here. If you did it here, which is where I would recommend it to be, it would be between these paws, and your goal would be able to get them all down, and then you'd end up getting 2 paws and a chest down. Now, I'm also going to say as well, the likelihood of you getting the daily special increases as you gather more of these tiles into a grouping. So, for instance, there's a grouping here of 5, but there's a grouping here of 6. This group of 6, when it creates a chest, the likelihood or chance that you might get the daily special is more. Now, if you created a chest with 7, it's even higher than a 6 or a 5. So you can really kind of tailor and create some really awesome likelihood chests as you gain more tiles touching each other. I will disclaimer though, you guys, while this is a great event for getting daily specials, if you can create them that way, like I said, getting these paws is going to be one of your most important, highest priority things that you need to do, because this grand prize special event building is fantastic, and there is a chance that you can get more than one of them without spending any diamonds. It's just how you play the game, okay? So I wanted to disclaimer that. Okay, let's also jump in. Let's talk more about these coins. Let's also talk about these boosters. So, along with it, there's also 3 boosters here. At the beginning of the event, you are going to start with, and let me check just to make sure, you're going to start with 5 hammers, 2 windmills, and 1 lightning. Now, these are the only boosters you will get throughout the entire event. So from July 13th through August 2nd, unless you spend coins on them. These coins, not only can you use them on boosters, but you can also spend them on getting more moves. So you can spend, I believe it's 55. Let me check. No, 65. 65 coins gets you an additional 10 moves. If you run out, you're at the end of your 25 and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I was so close to getting those paws. And I know exactly what I needed to do." In that instance, I would use your 65 coins to get 10 more moves. Do not use them if you do not see a clear option to get that paw down within 10 moves. If you can't, then it's really not worth your time to waste those coins. Save them up for another time and use them maybe on a booster or even on other moves on a different mini game where you feel more confident. But I did not want to disclaimer that. Now, to make a game end and get a new game, you use your 25 moves. It'll come up with a little screen that says, "Do you want 10 more moves?" And if you say no, then it'll just bring you back to that main screen right here. And then you can use another ticket to start a fresh, brand new game. Just wanted to let you guys know that. So, let's talk more about the boosters. Like I said, getting a little off topic, but not at the same time. So, a hammer essentially gets rid of 1 tile. So, if I were to use it, for instance, on this red, it would just delete that red tile for me. If I use a windmill and I were to select this red, it would make the tile above, to the side, and below it all turn red. So ultimately, it makes like an instant 5 chest for you if you wanted to select that chest after the fact. Then this lightning, which I don't think it really looks like lightning. It looks more like a pokeball to me, but that's neither here nor there. If you were to select 1 tile, it will essentially erase or delete all of those green tiles on the map or on the game. And it just makes all the green disappear. So you don't get very many of them. Use them cautiously. And I will say, you guys, just a little disclaimer, if you're not super great at puzzle games, this might not go very well for you, this event. But what I can say is play it calmly, really think things through. Don't necessarily go after deleting or creating like a chest, for instance, right away. until you look around the pause. So, for instance, if we look at this and I were to create a chest right away, it would get rid of all of these greens, but now suddenly I have no way of getting these paws on that chest to come down. And like I said, paws are the most important thing in this mini game because of that grand prize. So, in an instance like that, I wouldn't necessarily go after the chest. Instead, if we look kind of ahead, if you were to click this red option right here, then these two green would move down. Now, when those two green moved down, you have the option then of, there's that grouping of three, clicking that, and then suddenly your paw, ta-da, goes down here. Now, when you do that, you have two more green that are in between these paws here, and you could click those, and then you got one more paw to go down. So right there, you only did 1, 2, 3 moves, and you just got two paws. So that is an awesome option that you can do. But like I said, be mindful. That would be an instead of the chest. Now this is an awesome chest that you would go after because you'd ultimately get it down into the sucker thing right away. But you really have to play to what is next to these paws and what is above them, not necessarily what is below them and the biggest options right away. So that is kind of my tip for that. I will also say, you guys, I'm hoping next week that I can, maybe even if it's just no voice and I'm just recording on my phone, I can upload that to YouTube and maybe I'll just put that in my Discord because I don't think it would be very exciting to release a video. But I don't know. Maybe you guys would like a video without my voice and me just playing the game for a little bit. But I will say when I get back from my vacation, we will do quite a few live streams of me just playing this event with you guys and thinking this through so that you guys can get a little bit more familiar with it. I know that's not, ideal, but that is the best that I can offer right now, unfortunately. um, so you guys, if this video was helpful, give it a like. You can always subscribe to my channel if you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll be notified when I put out more videos, and I am going to put out a couple more videos with this wildlife event specifically on the mountain reserve and also the quest line, just to see if there's any hangups that you guys need to be aware of as you're moving through this event. So definitely a time-consuming, tedious event, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Take your time. Don't get too worried and worked up right away. All right, you guys, I hope you're all fantastic. See you all real soon. Bye-bye.